Hello again, and welcome back to FSD TV. I'm your host, Mark Sonny, and today we have Cindy Wilson in the house, who's going to be teaching us a little bit about acting using story theater. So, Cindy, take it away.
Hello. Today we are doing story theater. Hi, it's Mrs. Wilson. Today we are going to learn about Aesop's fables. Now, Aesop lived in Greece. Here's Greece. And he lived thousands and thousands of years ago. And he wrote little stories called fables. A fable is a short little story that teaches a lesson. Another name for a lesson of Aesop's fables is a moral. Okay? And you see how he has animals all around him? He has animals all around in this picture too. He liked to do his stories about animals and about nature, but he'd like to teach people lessons or morals. Just like I was dressed like the silly turtle. Okay, just like the story of the tortoise and the hare. That was one of his famous fables. And the turtle was slow and steady, and the rabbit, he said, I can race you, I can beat you, I am so fast, I am the fastest creature. And the turtle said, I'll race you. Okay, so they have this big race, and the rabbit thinks he's gonna win. So he just keeps on going fast, and he says, I'm gonna take a nap. But the turtle goes slow and steady, slow and steady. And who eventually wins? Of course, the turtle. And the moral to that story is slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so today we are going to work on one of Aesop's fabulous fables. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to tell you the story right now. This story is called The Wind and the Sun, and it's one of my favorite Aesop's fables. All right, here we go. Pay attention. I want you to also see if you can figure out what the moral of the story is, because I'm going to ask you at the end. Okay, once upon a time, there was a wind and there was a sun. And the wind said, I'm stronger than you. And the sun said, no, I'm stronger than you. And the wind said, no, I'm stronger. And the sun said, no, I'm stronger. And they argued back and forth and back and forth and back and forth over who was stronger. So that was the beginning of the story. All of a sudden, a man came walking down the road, and he was wearing a hat and a coat and a scarf. And the wind said, now I can prove I'm stronger. I'm going to make that man take off his coat. So the wind blew, and the wind blew, and the wind blew, but the man just got colder and colder and colder. He pulled his coat up tighter, and the wind blew and blew and blew, until finally he was so tired, he gave up. So now we're coming to the end of the story. Now the sun said, now it's my turn. And the sun shined gently and kindly in the sky. Oh, and he was smiling gently and kindly. And the man started to get hot. It was so hot, he took off his hat. And then the sun was shining nicely and kindly, and the man was getting even warmer. And he took off his scarf. And finally, the sun was shining so nicely and kindly that the man was so hot, he took off his coat. Okay, that's the end of the story. What do you think the moral of the story is? What's the lesson that they learned? Was the wind being like super forceful and trying to make the guy take off his coat? Yeah, I think so. But the sun was kind of nice and kind and gentle, and he kind of helped persuade the man to take off his coat. So the moral of the story is kindness is better than force. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to act out the story. Okay, I'm going to tell the story and you're going to act it out. Now you can act it out in pantomime. Last time when I was here, we worked on pantomime where you act without any sound. So you might be cold without any sound. But if you want to use your voice, you can use your voice too. However, but I'm going to tell the story and you're going to act it out. So right now, I'm going to put on my coat and my scarf and my hat. If you think you can go and find a coat and a hat and a scarf, or maybe you just find a hoodie jacket you can put on, or you don't have to find one at all. If you can't find one, that's fine too. But I'm going to put my hat and coat and scarf on, and then we're going to act out the story. Okay. Here we go. Here's my warm coat. All right, I think that'll work. Ooh, and I got a hat. And I like polka dots, so I brought my polka dot scarf today. Here we go. So, even though I'm telling this story, I want you to act it out with me, okay? Did you get your coat and hat and scarf? Okay, ready to go? Okay, so I'm gonna tell it, and you're gonna act it out, but I'll act it out with you too. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a wind. Can you look like a big wind? And there was the sun. Can you smile like the sun? And they got into an argument. The wind said, "I'm stronger than you." Can you do that? And the sun said, "No, I'm stronger than you." Can you try that? "I'm stronger than you." And they argued back and forth. Let's see you argue. Can you do it? Oh boy, this was a big argument. So arguing back and forth. Then, all of a sudden, a person came walking down the road. And they walked down the road, and their hat on, and their scarf, their coat. And the wind said, "Aha! Now I can prove I'm stronger. I'll make that man take off his coat." Can you try that? Okay, so the wind started to blow. Let's see you blow like the wind. Can it be the wind? Oh, but the man got cold. Can you look cold? Can you make your legs move? Let's see your face. It was so cold. He pulled his hat over his head, and then he was freezing. And the wind blew. Made the wind blow. And the man just got colder and colder, like an ice cube. And finally, the wind was so tired that the wind gave up. Let me see you give up like the wind. Okay, now it was the sun's turn. Remember, the sun's kind of kind. Okay, and gentle. Can you shine? So the sun started to shine. Can you shine like the sun? You smile. Man started to get hot. Let me see you look like you're hot. So hot. To wipe his brow and take off his hat. The sun kept shining. Let me see you shine like the sun. Good, good, good. Oh, I like your shiny sun. Okay. Oh, let me see you look really hot. Man was so hot. He took off his scarf. Not done yet. Sun continued to shine. The sun was so sweet and shining kindly and nicely in the sky. And finally, the man was so hot, he took off his coat. So remember the moral. Kindness is better than force. Good acting. And what I want you to do is look up more Aesop's fables. There are so many great fables that he wrote, like the tortoise and the hare, the fox and the grapes, the lion and the mouse. And maybe you can do story theater. Tell the story and have your family and your parents act out the stories. It will be a lot of fun. Okay, it was great to be with you today. Hope to see you next time.
Wow, great lesson. I think the moral of this story is Cindy knows a lot about theater. So thank you again for joining us today. My name is Mark Sonny, and this has been FSD TV.